Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Welcome to this new video here on Litecoin. Wanted to do a full update. I wanted to do a bullish update because this is actually one of the only coins I would still say is relatively bullish here. I mean, you can see the daily time frame right here. The price right now for Litecoin is basically still at the same price it was at the 1st of December and the 17th of December and the 5th of January. Now, trust me, and I've said this before about other altcoins like XRP, but not a lot of altcoins can actually say that. So Litecoin has been incredibly strong, and one of the main reasons for that, and that's also one of the main reasons why I would say keep your eyes on Litecoin and consider buying it. But the main reason, obviously, is the potential Litecoin ETF. So what happened over the course of the weekend, and it's more things, but still, is that the SEC also acknowledged a series of other crypto ETF related applications on Thursday, including Grayscale's filing for a Litecoin ETF. So that is not necessarily what caused this bullish momentum. It's a mix of factors, all right? What's going on right now in the markets is that the market circumstances are not amazing. So what happens then is that most of the capital, most of the money flows towards the more serious opportunities, right? And I think when we're talking about serious opportunities in the markets right now, the one obvious winner or the one obvious thing that can still help projects get a better price in a sense, but in general become bigger, is getting an ETF, right? What we have seen with the Bitcoin ETF, I would say, well, the Ethereum ETF is a little bit different, but there's some other things going on. I mean, Ethereum as a network is just not amazing, and there's a lot of negative sentiment around that. But I think for other coins that would be different, right? And Litecoin, I think, is ideally positioned for an ETF. They will 100% be able to get an ETF. Well, 100% is a very big number. But I do think that they will get an ETF. You have Grayscale. They already have hundreds of millions of dollars in assets under management in Litecoin. So there's proof of concept so that we can actually, that people would actually buy that. I think it's easy marketing in the sense that you market Litecoin in saying that it's basically Bitcoin, but then valued less. So I think it makes sense. And then outside of that, I mean, Litecoin is actually pulling quite a lot of volume as well. Right now, the volume is around $1.1 billion. So I think fundamentally, it's quite certain that we're going to get that ETF. And personally, I would say that the Litecoin ETF will perform well. So that's why after we had a relatively good opening of the markets this Monday, it might not look like it, but you can see, I mean, basically since 3 o'clock, we've moved up with Bitcoin a solid 2.5%, which is quite nice for Bitcoin. So the markets opened relatively well. Then the capital flocks towards projects that are doing well. So Litecoin gets some more momentum here, and the volume is actually developing very nicely at $130 million, or 130% up from yesterday. That's more than Bitcoin, all right? So that's good. So talking about the price, I mean, Litecoin, if you zoom out, we're consolidating here between 130 and 95 at the lowest. The big level in the middle is this level right here at 115. Now the big question is well, all right, can Litecoin actually, break above this and rally up to 130 here? And then from there, we'll see whether we can break out, but most likely we'll drop back down because we are still consolidating in the end. Or will we find resistance here at 115? And is it more likely that, this is good price action, but that will have somewhat of a pullback before ultimately breaking out? Now, at this point of time, I would say this is the most likely scenario. All right. I think Litecoin is strong and we can definitely break out. But if I would have to pick one of those two, first of all, I am bullish on Litecoin regardless over the next couple of months and short term. I would say it's a little bit more likely to get a pullback. Mondays are quite tricky. Monday so far has started relatively nicely. There's still a lot of uncertainty in the macroeconomic and macro financial markets. So therefore, I'd say it's a bit more likely that this Monday will retrace, Litecoin will hold support, and then later we can actually get a breakout. Those are my thoughts. But like I said, ultimately I'm bullish on this. Ultimately, I'd say you need to be interested in this as well. But those are my thoughts for now. That's what I think you need to know. So thank you for watching. Take care and bye.